Hi there, welcome back. In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you very quickly how to create your Bumper account and set up your store on the Bumper web app. Now, for you to have a Bumper account, you first of all need to sign up, and you can actually do that via the web app. To get started, just go to open up a tab on your browser and go to app.getbumper.com. Okay, so when your browser loads, you're going to land on this page. And the next thing to do is to come here and create a new account. When you click on create, there are multiple ways you can create an account with Bumper. We've made it very easy that you don't have to even do too much. So you can choose to create an account with your email address or continue with Google if you're already logged in with your Google address. So if you click on that, for example, like I just did, you can choose an account, your own Google account, and then click on continue and you're good to go. You can also choose to sign in through your Apple ID by clicking on continue with Apple. So once you click on continue with Apple, you're going to land on this page and you can continue your sign up from here. Now, to sign up with email, which is what we're going to be doing in this video, I will just click on continue with email. Then the next thing to do is to fill out my correct information. So it is very important that you fill out your correct information here. So let's say first name and last name. So I'm just going to use another of my names. Then the next thing to put in is your email address. So for this demo, for this tutorial, I'm just going to use a test email. But in this place, make sure you put in your accurate email address. Then the next thing to do is to put in your phone number, which we will do. Now, the next thing is how did you hear about Bumper? So this part is very important for us. So it helps to fill it out. So once you click on this, you'll see a drop-down menu with options on how you hear about Bumper. So for example, let's choose Google search. So this means that you found Bumper on Google while you were doing some research. Then next is to agree to terms of use and whether you would like marketing communication from us. And once you're done, you click on continue. Perfect. So the next thing is you would have gotten an email sent to the email address that you filled in. So all you need to do is get the OTP, the code from that email address, and put it in here. So for mine, it has come in and I'm filling it in now. And then the next thing is to continue. If you don't get the code, you can wait for a while and try to have the code resent to you, but you would almost 100% get the code. So next thing is to click on continue. So now the next thing to do is to create a very strong password and use it here. So your password, please always remember because it would be needed for your login. So I've created a password that I'm just going to input here and then submit. And that's it. We have successfully created a Bumper account. Now, the next thing to do is to click on continue, and we're going to start setting up our store. So this information, super important. Make sure that you are very accurate here. So for example, what would my business name be? Let's go with ShopFit. Oh, I think this has been used before. So let me use Petra Delicacies. Ooh. Okay, so now we have a business name. And once you fill this out, this is going to be your URL. So this is going to be your website URL. So it is going to be petradelicacies.bumper.shop. Now the next thing is, and yes, it states here that you can change or you can purchase or connect a custom domain later. So if, for example, you already have your own website link, so you have www.petradelicacies.com, you can always connect it to your Bumper store. And if you don't have one, you can always buy a custom domain. So where is your business situated? I'm in Nigeria, but if you're in Kenya, you can choose Kenya. So this determines the currency your app will display and you can always switch it later. The next question is to help us curate, the the best tips, the best information, and everything. We want to know how many orders you get weekly. So, for example, I will choose this. So you choose yours. What currencies do you receive payment in? So I want to receive payment in Naira, in USD, in GBP, in CAD. How many staff? I have 4 to 5. Then how many physical stores? About 3. Next, you click on continue. So the next thing now is to select a plan that if you, for example, already have a plan in mind that you want to pay for, you can choose a plan here. And right here at the bottom, you can compare features and compare plans before you make a payment. And to do that, you simply need to click on select plan and you come here. If you have a discount code, you can apply it and then make a payment just like that. But if you want to try things first, maybe you're not ready to commit to a plan, you can click here to start a free trial. And here we are. You have activated a 14-day free trial. Awesome. So now the next thing to do is you can either choose to launch your website or explore the web app. So let's say for the purpose of this tutorial, let's just click on launch website button. So now the next thing to do is to add your bank information. So it says, please ensure the bank details are linked to a BVN because you'll be verified. So I have added my bank details, and next thing is here I can enable online payments. So you just need to click on this. So you read through this. This is payments via Paystack on the Bumpa website. So all of this information, and then you can actually allow your customer to pay transaction charges, and you click on accept terms. And when you're done, you connect it and you have your bank details ready for you to start receiving payments. Next thing to do is to complete store information. So once you click on that button, here you can change your fave icon. If you have like a logo for your brand, this is a great place to put it. Next thing is to confirm the information that you have here. You can choose to select your business time zone. So for example, we're in Lagos, so we can choose this. Also the sector. So obviously I'm in food, so I'm going to find food and beverage, and I'm going to select that here. Now, if your store has a tagline, so for example, for my Petra delicacies, I can go with something like delicious has never been better, right? So here we go. That's my store tagline, and I now have that here. Then you can also add your store or your business description. So, for example, here I can say a business that is very dedicated to making your stomach smile. Try us for African and Nigerian, pardon the small letters, delicacies. And you can say delivers to everywhere in Africa. I don't know how that's possible, but so here's your store description. So here it's always advised you put something about your store, something that is also SEO optimized. So you can see that I'm trying out things like Nigerian delicacies, African delicacies, deliver to everywhere, stuff like that. Then next thing is your store currency. You can have either the Nigerian naira or the US dollar, and then your contact information, your country, and where in Nigeria, your state, which would be Lagos. The city, I will just go with Lagos again. So zip code optional, but make sure that all of this information is accurate, and then you click on save. And the second step is done. So next is to add shipping prices on your website. So once you click on this, you can add shipping information to your website. So for example, this is Surulere. Shipping fee is 5,000. And if you leave it blank, it will be free. So here it says headquarters, and this currently exists as it is because you can actually add your multiple stores to your Bumper web app to track all your stores one by one. And we will do that in the subsequent videos. So once you're done, you just click on create shipping method. And that's done. So the next thing to do is to add products to your store. In the series 2 of these tutorials, you can find a detailed video on how to add a product to your store. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to quickly run you through it here as well. So first thing to do is to create the product name. So let's say Banga is our first product, Banga soup, and we have it in stock at the headquarters. So next thing to do is to upload the image for this product. So I'm just going to do that very quickly. And now we have the image for the product. Now, one thing to note is that you can actually add multiple images of the same product. So if, for example, you have a dress, but you have it from different angles. Maybe you have it from the front, you have it from the back, and you have it from the side. You can add all the pictures in one product. Then the next thing to do is to add a short description. This is optional, but it is super advised that you do so that you can rank better when people search for your product. So try to have like a short SEO optimized text here. Now, once you've added it, the next thing to do is your long description. So it's also for the same reason, for SEO purposes, but with a long description, you can add more information. So, for example, if you think about the things that people want to know about Banga, like how it is made, the ingredients in it, the benefits, where to buy, things like that. So things that you think people could also be searching for, you can use it to create content here and just add it. It's really helpful for your SEO. Now, once you've added your long description, the next thing is to add what collection this product belongs to. So collections are product categories that help you organize your products on your website. So for example, as a food store, I could sell soups, I could also sell stews. Now these are different things. I could also sell rice, I could also sell sides, I could also sell in continental dishes. So with stuff like that, it helps to just organize them in collections so that it's easy for people on my website to just browse through soups or intercontinental dishes or stews or whatever. Now, I'm just going to create a quick collection here. Let's name this one soups, and you can also add a description for it. Let's say Nigerian soups made for the real Nigerian. Now you can add an image here. Let's just use the same image for the purpose of this tutorial. And once I'm done, I can click on save. If you'd like to see more details about how to create a product collection from scratch, just look for the how to create a product collection video in the series 2 of these tutorials. So once I'm done here, I will just click on save, and it has been added successfully. Next thing is to add a size chart, but this is for fashion businesses. So if you have a fashion brand, you can just toggle this on and upload a size chart for your product. Then, of course, the next thing is to add the price. So here I have my selling price. Then the next thing is your cost price. This helps the app to automatically calculate your profits, your gross, your net, all of that information. Now, if you are giving a discount, this is optional, but if you're discounting this particular product, you can just add a discounted price here. And the next thing is the quantity. So how many of this do you have in stock? So let's say I have 20. And since I'm selling soups, it's going to be in bowl. If you have a barcode, you can also add it here as well. Finally, we go to order quantity. Now, this is for you if you are selling in bulk. What this means is that with minimum order quantity, you can set the number, the minimum amount people can buy on your website. So, for example, if I don't want somebody to buy only one bowl of soup, I want them to buy two, and that's the smallest they can buy. I'll just add two here. So the maximum is the largest, is the highest amount they can buy. So I don't want them to buy smaller than two, but I don't want them to buy more than three. You can set that up here as well. Then once you're done, you just add product, and that's it. So you're done with that step. Now, finally, you can choose to get a subscription now, or just continue and get a subscription later. But obviously, this is a subscription at 30% off, so it is advisable that you just take deal. But once you're done with all of that, you click on done, and yay, our website is ready. You can click here to customize your website, or you can click to view your website. But let's just quickly view the website. It's going to look very simple because we've not added a lot of things. But this is to tell you that your website is live. Instantly, you can start to sell with your website. You can click on this button here to copy your website link, or you can click here to view your website. Okay, and here we have it. It's very simple right now. It's very basic, but once you are done with some of the things that you can do on Bumper, your website can actually look like this, or it can look like this. Yes, so this is another Bumper website that has been customized, and stuff has been added, a lot of product. It is gorgeous, and your website can totally look like this. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. But yes, this is very possible. So once you're done, you can just close this, and you have your dashboard. And once you click here, it starts a walkthrough for you to show you how to navigate the Bumper app. And here it says you can record sales and create your invoices. We're going to go into more detail in that shortly. And once you tap on this, you see something else that says product. So you can add your products with different sizes, different colors, depending on how you want it. Next is you can also record customer details and information here. And next is all the quick action buttons, which we'll get into in the next video. And then you also have your website. So you can add all your products, view your website link, share your website link, actually have customers buy and pay. And once they do, everything will be recorded on the Bumper app, and you are good to go. So in the next video, I'll be breaking down quick actions, quick access, and how to navigate the web app itself. See you. Bye.